that I can like connect with or something.
Okay. Okay.
Even if it's like a comedy.
Okay. So, do you ever watch any shows like Jerry Springer? Either Jerry Springer or like Jerry Springer?
I have watched it before, but no, I don't particularly. I have watched it before, and there might have been a point in time where I thought that was like interesting because it was so crazy, but it was definitely like a phase,
Yeah.
and I'm like definitely over that. I mean,
Right.
that was probably like a younger years, maybe like in college or something like that, because it's like so crazy. But now it's not even funny anymore.
Okay.
It's retarded.
But before you thought that it was a little funny because of
I didn't think
the
it was
people in
no.
there?
I didn't think it was funny. I thought it was so crazy. It's like for the shock factor.
Okay.
I mean, I thought it was just kind of, and I think there might also be like an element of it that, you know, wow, my life is normal. There's some element of that too, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of for the shock.
Okay. So are you familiar with shows that deal with life or death situations like I Survived or I Shouldn't Be Alive, or you know, like the shows that show like highway patrol, like speed chases and
No, I
things
don't.
like that? Have you ever seen any type of shows like that?
No, I don't think so. I'm
No?
trying to think like cops or something like that.
Not necessarily cops, but like situations where, like shows that describe situations where people were like facing a life or death situation, like a really extreme situation. No?
No.
Okay,
I don't
that's
think
fine.
so.
We'll go. Let's skip over that part. Okay.
Did you make up these questions?
Yeah.
Everybody has a different list of questions.
I mean, my partner does, but
Or like another group, they can
I
pick
don't
a
know what
different
they're
topic.
doing.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm sorry.
not done. Okay, so can you describe your own idea, so your own opinion of what a very masculine man would be like his physical characteristics? Now, I'm not talking about, just forget about David over there. I'm
Oh,
not
of
talking
course.
about like who you're attracted
Yeah.
to, but like what you perceive to be
Yes.
someone who's like really
I
masculine.
absolutely can tell you. So, so it would probably be, the height would definitely be over 6 feet.
Okay.
It would be broad shoulders.
Yeah.
I like facial hair. I like darker skin. I wouldn't say tan because I wouldn't want it to be a fake tan. I like darker skin, naturally darker skin.
Okay, hold on. When you say darker skin, are you talking about Caucasian
No,
skin, or you're
I'm-
talking about like darker brown, as in maybe your tone, or like someone African American? What type of darker
I
do you
mean,
mean?
I'm not particularly attracted to African Americans, so I would not say African American, but it doesn't matter.
But what's the darker? That's what I'm just
So
trying
the
to
darker
clarify.
is not based on race. It's just you can naturally. I
Like
don't know.
tan, like a tan,
But it's
like
not a fake tan. I guess it would be
Okay.
a natural, maybe Italian or something like that. Some
Okay.
people just naturally have a darker complexion. than-
right. Well, I was just trying to clarify
Yeah,
that
so
because
it's
that can
not
mean different
Yes,
things.
it's not based on race.
Okay,
it's just
so-
a darker skin.
Okay,
I mean,
go on.
it's just not like I don't particularly like the palish look.
Okay.
Like, you know, maybe from like I don't know, maybe the Danish or like that. I don't know, some place where it's like very pale.
Okay.
Where the people are typically pale. I don't like that. I would prefer
Okay.
like a darker. Okay, and then
But broad shoulders,
broader
over 6
shoulders,
feet.
over 6 feet. You know, I prefer preferably muscular. I don't.
But that's what you see as masculine.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's
Okay.
what I see as masculine.
Okay.
I mean, we're talking about just physical
Right.
characteristics.
Right. Right.
Yes.
Okay, so can you describe your own idea of what you see as feminine in a woman?
Sure. Yeah, so I think that femininity is, I think that a woman with like a figure. So not that I don't like that women that are really thin, I think they look nice. I think that women that are a little bit bigger, they look nice too. I really think that what makes a femininity is the figure, as in like the proportions of the body.
Uh-huh.
So somebody might have like really big breasts, but then the rest of their body is not proportionate to the rest of their breasts. So I think it takes away a little bit. So I think femininity is
Like
just
the
for
hourglass type
yeah,
figure?
so like the it's just the physical appearance.
Okay, okay. All right, so where do you think that you have gotten these images of what femininity and masculinity are? Like, where do you think you came up with this?
I think that I have come up with it based on like what I've seen and what I truly believe, like truly think is like pretty and beautiful.
Okay.
So I see that like, you know, not that I don't, I mean I see models that are really thin, they look great. I see some bigger women that are that look great, but I think that like if I'm happy with the way that I look, but if I had like this perfect image that I could be, I think that would be very attractive in my mind.
But okay, so are you
how-
saying you got the
I think
the
that I made my
ideas
own
from?
conclusion.
But from where did? What I'm trying to get at is, do you think that the media has influenced what you think is feminine
No, I
and
don't.
what you think is masculine?
No, I don't, because I don't think anybody out there has. I think very few people have the body that I'm talking about.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. I'm talking about. Like a curvy. I'm not talking about a stick woman. I'm talking about a woman with like I like a curvier woman. Like she doesn't have to be. She doesn't have like to have like this flat stomach.
Right.
It's
Okay,
proportional.
so you don't feel like the media has had influence on that at all? No.
No, because I don't think that. Think that typically the people that I see on TV are not in that proportion.
Okay.
I think that they're thinner than I.
And even the men? You think the men are thinner?
I think the men. But I mean, yeah, no, the men are usually not. They're very. I mean, there are not a lot of attractive men on TV. I mean, like it's very.
I'm talking about like the leading. Okay,
Like
the
okay,
leading.
let me think of a leading.
The leading men, like in
Raul
TV shows.
Bova.
I don't even know who that is at all.
Let me think of something. Yeah, no, I think that they portray them thin.
Too thin.
Yeah, I think they portray them too thin.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. I'm just surprised because everyone else that I've interviewed has given me different answers.
They said that they think that the men are too big.
No. About the over. Okay, I shouldn't have brought that up right now. Okay, so moving on.
No, but we were thinking.
So,
but I'm not talking about like chubby either. Like,
No.
I'm talking about the
Okay.
men that- okay. That's fine.
So have you ever seen have someone on television or the movies or wherever in media? Have you ever seen anyone and thought, well, I kind of wish that I had abs like that, or I had hair like that, or where you kind of felt envious or maybe inadequate, like you didn't measure up to the person on the screen?
Yeah, I would be lying if I said I never felt inadequate. I mean, not just on screen. I would say people around me too. But I mean, I think that goes away with like maturity. That's probably just.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, if I see someone that's like beautiful, I just say, wow, they're beautiful. I mean, yeah, of course, there's a part of me that's like, wow, that's really, beautiful. I wonder what it feels like to be that beautiful. But I would say the same thing about somebody being really smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
No, that's good. Okay. So, do you feel like, as someone with an Indian heritage, that you have had a difficult time finding someone in the media to identify with?
No, I never had that problem.
You never had that problem?
No, because I hear African American women say that a lot. You didn't have like the Barbie doll, or you didn't have I haven't really felt.
So you never felt like that?
No, I mean I think it's great when I do Aishwarya Rai. She's come on to like kind of mainstream here. She's a famous Bollywood actress. I mean it's interesting. It's cool to see her, and I see sometimes Indian women on commercials now. But I've never actually thought, wow, I didn't have someone to identify with now.
Okay.
I've never thought that.
All right.
I actually think about that when I hear other people say that, African American women. When I hear them say that, I think to myself, oh, I never felt that way.
Okay, so since you've never felt that way, and you really feel like you haven't gotten these images of what's feminine and what's masculine from media, where do you think these ideas have come from? Where do you think
so
this
I can't say that I
from?
haven't got anything from media, and I definitely do believe they affect other people. But I really feel like I've gone through a process of like disillusionment in my life, where I realize you're conscious of what the effects of these of your environment, and I have made myself conscious of that, so that I try not to let those things affect me. So I mean, sure.
But at one point growing up, did you feel like that?
I mean, of course, I had like boys. When I was kids, I had pictures of men that I had never met before on my wall. I mean, Brad Pitt was plastered on my wall. Keanu Reeves was plastered on my wall because that was like the perfect man to me. So I do believe that growing up, yes, I mean, that is almost impossible.